Crystal's Crochet Cubby Hole. I'm going to show you a finished object, a work in progress, and we're going to just chat a little bit. It's been a crazy week, and I just want to share with you. First off, I've got two finished objects. One is my little scrap basket I was making. And so it's got the handles on each side. Just made out four plies of yarn, or 4 strands. One of them was pretty thin, but there that is. It's kind of cute. So I made that, and I also made a potato. It's just a little potato with eyes. This is an easy crochet amigurumi potato, and I followed Sky Magenta Crochet, and I will link her channel below so you can go check her out and see what all she has. But I followed her tutorial and made this little potato. The only thing different I did, I think my eyes are a little bit bigger. She had a mouth on hers. I just didn't put a mouth, I just did eyes, because we know potatoes have eyes. Anyway, and I used a 3mm hook instead of a 2. She was using a 2mm, and it was just really hard for my hands. My hands have been bothering me, so I changed it up to a 3 and used a 3. So I say using a 2, you probably got even smaller, but this is a good size, I think. So there's that. And then I'm working on a crochet flower coaster / flower pot, you know, kind of like the succulent I did, from following Brunicality. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'll link her channel below. But these coasters are, I'm using yellow and the green and this pink, all cotton, 100% cotton yarn. So I've got this part of the coasters made on most of them. Yep. And then I've started making the tulip petals. She calls them tulip petals on this. So they're really cute. And so once I get it done, I'm planning on giving it as a gift, so I'll at least show the finished product in on my community tab for you. So there's that, and it's calling for a 3.5mm crochet hook and a 5mm. The 5mm might be for the pot. So the colors I'm using, it's the Capri Echo Cotton yarn by Loops and Threads. I'm using let's see, yellow. Just plain yellow. Yeah, the yellow. And then the green is the color Sage. And then the pink is Flamingo Splash for the pink. So that's the colors I'm using on those. So, okay, on with our chat. Wednesday was a very eventful and stressful day. It started out with my daughter's cat Little apparently had a seizure. We thought she was dying. It was very traumatic. So we rushed her to the vet for an emergency visit. Thankfully, she's doing okay. It's due to allergies and stuff, and she's young. She's just a year old. And he said young cats can tend to get overactive, overexcited, and it can cause their blood sugar to drop and can cause a seizure. So he's thinking that's probably what happened. But she does have a lot of allergies. We have to be careful with her food, what she eats, because it causes sores and her hair falls out if she's eating beef and stuff. She has to eat just chicken or turkey, just a 1 protein meal, and cat food. So she has skin allergies, and apparently now she's got like allergies. Poor little thing, sounds like she's dying and trying to hawk up a hairball and stuff, breathing real weird. But that's doing better since we went to the vet. They gave her some shots, an antibiotic and something to help with the allergies. Then, just not long after I got home, then I had to take my daughter Monica to the ER because she'd had a really bad headache since Sunday, and it got really bad overnight. And so with her existing health conditions, we thought it best to take her and make sure everything was okay. So we was at the ER for a few hours. Well, right before I took her to the ER, we had just got home, from the vet, and I was getting ready to take her to the ER. We heard sirens. Family members, friends contacted us. Hey, what's going on? Do you know what's going on? I looked outside, and we live across the road from a Dollar General. Well, apparently they had the whole thing taped off with police tape. The whole parking lot area, everything taped off, so you couldn't get in there. Police cars, fire trucks, rescue squads. Ended up having a coroner, body bag, all that kind of stuff going on. There was a welfare check called on someone in a vehicle. And in the end, the police ended up shooting that person and killing them. There's an investigation going on right now to make sure the police were within their rights to do that. Person, they're saying, apparently pulled a weapon on the police, but they're not giving out a lot of details, so that's all we know as far as the news reports go. But that was kind of crazy scary. I also found out that there might be some homeless people close by that's using our yard to go through at night. So we've got some cameras out. We're going to put more cameras out and just make sure everything's locked up every night and proceed that way for that. My daughter's car is tearing up completely. We're in the process of trying to get her another vehicle, which is going really slow, not fast enough. We were driving her car as long as we could, but now we don't feel it's safe enough for us to drive it and get anywhere safely without it breaking down on us and us being stuck or worse, whatever, in an accident, because it stops all of a sudden in the middle of the road. So we were without a vehicle at all right now, and she's trying to figure out a way to get to work, thinking about maybe renting a car, because she can't afford not to have her job. She needs her job in order to buy a new car. So, it's all that. You got to have this, and then this happens to try to prevent one thing. It's just crazy. Just stress upon stress this week, but God is good. It's just like, okay, life is really bumpy right now. I think we're going through hurricane season or something. But, it's just, things like this happen. It can be hard. Sometimes you get tired of struggling and making things happen. Trying to make it all work. But God is good, and we will get through this. Try not to stress. Stress leads to more problems. Let's see. My dear friend I requested prayer for passed away Monday night. So I'm asking you to remember her family in prayer. They said she went peacefully, which is a good thing. And she's not in pain. She was in tremendous pain there the last week or so. So, let's see. I think that's it. If there's anything else I can add it in, I'll put it on the community tab or talk to you about it next time. There's just been so much happened this week. And all of it, most of it was in that one day on Wednesday. Brittany's car did finally break down today. I mean, we drove it home and we made it home, but it kept acting like it wanted to die. And so it's not safe to drive. And I don't have, my health wise, if I was to get stuck out somewhere, I don't know that I could walk very far. And I'm very clumsy. That wouldn't be a pretty picture. But enough about that. So I had to come home and make me a potato. So that's what I got to share with you right now. It has been beautiful days. It's a little dry. We're not allowed to burn anything because it's dry. Humidity is low and windy. So that makes it a high fire risk. So no burning's allowed. So daughter and husband's been cleaning out the yard and, cleaning up the yard, landscaping. And so we got a pile of stuff to burn when we can. On the shrubs and stuff where we're trimming everything. So I guess that's it right now. I really appreciate you guys. I really love you. I hope you're still enjoying Crystal's Crochet Cubby Hole. I'm sorry. Um, I haven't crocheted a whole lot. I'm going to try to change that and crochet more stuff. I hope you're enjoying my tutorials. I've got to figure out what stitch we're going to do for this coming Tuesday. I'm going to look at my book again and see what I pick out. But yeah, I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope your week's gone better than mine. And we'll talk to you later in Crystal's Crochet Cubby Hole, okay? Bye for now.